Welcome back to Flat Tire Farm and our Pens of Chaos series. On our last episode of Pens of Chaos, we rescued the lady goats from their ever-sinking goat island. Come on, girl, we're getting out. Come on, girl. Oh, he hates it.
Come on, sweetheart. I know, I hate it too, sweetheart.
And into a less muddy and overly expensive pen because our plethora of pen and fencing materials is still buried in the snow and ice. We also rescued patient Porcini from his overnight stay in the clucky chicken coop and into a springtime pen until the muck subsides. On this episode, we deal with the diabolical Kune Sisters, who have been enjoying the fact that we are too busy to find a way to keep them in their pen.
Hi, yeah, I don't want to hang out with you right now. I'm busy.
You girls get out of the garden? Ooh. Yeah, you see these lines on the back of the pig? Yeah, that's from them going under their pen. Come with us now as we fight the ongoing saga of Pens of Chaos.
All right, y'all, the dogs are doing their job. They just started barking. Over here, they're tied up for the moment because I've been busy. I know, good girl, I see ya. I see ya. What they were telling me is that Miss Ginger is not where she's supposed to be. Good girls. Good girls. Well, she's pretty amped up with the dogs barking at her, so I'd better start corralling her back where she belongs. Now we'll follow her for a second and I'll show y'all why she's breaking out and what she's interested in. Ginger, what are you doing, sweetheart? Huh? Oh, you came to see somebody. Did you come to see somebody? Yeah, where'd he go? Yeah, where'd he go? Is that a new friend? Is that a new friend, girl? Huh? Yeah, Miss Ginger keeps getting out so she can come up here and see little Mr. Porcini. So let's get Ginger back where she goes. Let's go. It's time, young lady. Go on now, girl. Go on now, girl. Come on. Keep going. Good girl, keep going. I found the trick to getting these girls to go back where you need them is you can put pressure on them, but you're not going to push them. You're just trying to steer them. They will go when they want to go. If you get them all stressed out and you try to push them too hard, then they will not listen to you whatsoever. Huh, girl? Come on, let's go. Come on. It's so funny, you just touch them and they they get going. Don't touch me. Go on, girl. Go on. I should have moved the snow machine before the snow melted. Keep going, girl. I know, you can take your time. It's muddy, I know. Come on, girl. Come on. In you go. Come on, girl. Good girl. Come on. I know, it's deep right there, huh? Yeah. All right, come on over this way. There's dry ground right up here where Clementine's at. Oh, Clementine, yeah. Come on, girl, you can make it. Come on, girl, you can make it. There you go. Hi, Clementine. Oh, girl. Well, I got her back in the pen. Not her pen, but a pen. I guess I better do a little work on trying to secure their pen, huh? Well, they're distracted in the meantime. Let's see if we can't get something happening on their pen, keep them in there. All right, y'all, so here's what I got. I went and I grabbed a framing hammer and some fencing staples. And while these pigs are in the other pen, I'm gonna gather up some poles that I have left over from when I put this garden fence together, and I'm gonna lay those poles down at the bottom of the fencing in their pen. Pardon me, I'm trudging through all this mud back here. So, but I'm gonna lay these poles down at the base of the fencing around their pen and staple that chain link fence to it in the hopes that maybe I'll be able to keep them from going underneath, because what they're doing is the ground's not frozen anymore, it's nice and soft, and they can just stuff their way right underneath these runs of chain link fence because they don't really have anything along the bottom. So we'll change that and we'll see if that works. Here's my poles here. They're sort of not super big, but they're available, they're close by, they need to go right in there, and it's what we're doing. And if this doesn't work, then we'll try something different. Well, walking through this mud ought to be fun with a spruce pole on my shoulder. All right, plan B. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's not really an option right there. That mud grabs onto my boots and I darn near pull my boot off trying to get my foot out and take the next step. So I think what we're gonna do, and by we I mean me, is I'm gonna go around. I'll have to go through this snow, but that's looking like a better option than what I just walked through. So let's give that a shot. We'll start with a small birch pole until I figure out how bad this is gonna be. Well, neither option is ideal, but that's definitely easier than trying to go through that mud. So we get the rest of these poles over there, and then we'll get started stapling them in. All right, let's go around to the outside and get some staples into those guys. Oh. Ooh, that almost ended badly. Oh. Gosh, my boot's stuck in there. Okay. All right. All right, well, there it is for what it's worth. Now I'm gonna let these pigs be. They're over here in the pen right behind the camera, just kind of snoozing. We got a little bit of sun, which actually wasn't forecast today, so yay sun. But before I become a permanent fixture here, I keep getting stuck in the mud. I'm gonna head on to my next project. So my next project is to start doing something to mitigate all this mud. And that is, I'm gonna go down the driveway here a little ways to where I've been taking trees down over the course of the winter for saw logs and for firewood. And we're gonna bring that chipper down there and we're gonna start making us some wood chips to spread in some of these pens and get them dried up for these critters.
girl? Playing us a song? Yeah. Even got an audience. She's eating the old spent grain out of the bucket.
All right, y'all, we got 5 bags of these wood chips. Let's go get Mr. Porcini and all the goat ladies set up with these wood chips in their pen.
How do you like your house so far, ladies? Yeah? Hi, girl. Hi, girl. Yeah? You liking your house? Yeah? It's a little small, but at least it's not an island, huh? Oh, Porcini's over there hacking up his food. Yeah. Let's get your girl some wood chips, huh?
You guys ready?
No, hey. She's eating the tag.
Weirdo. Hey.
Let's see. Gretel!
It's gone.
Okay. It's just paper. It's fine. She won't die.
Okay, look out. Hey,
she wants to finish it off.
Look, you guys.
Yeah, and they'll eat the wood chips because they like the spruce bark. It's high in vitamin C for them, so they'll mow it down. What do you think, girls? Yeah, that's supposed to be bedding, but have at it.
Why are you wasting all these good wood chips on the ground, Dad?
Why are you pouring all my food out? Oh, Porcini's excited. He wants some too. So, buddy.
Too, little buddy?
We're getting there. Oh, yeah, are you excited? Oh my gosh, he's so excited. Look at him.
Look at me.
What do you think? You love it too? You guys are so weird. Yeah. It's not food. Yeah, it's supposed to keep you dry, goofball.
Stop it.
What are they doing? Oh, they're trying to eat the tag.
Biting on the bottom of the bag, pulling it down while I'm trying to pull it up and pour it out.
That's not working.
Porcini, do you need some wood chips too? Yeah, you look pretty excited about it. All right, let's get you your own wood chips.
How are you, buddy? Hi. Yeah. Are you a good boy? Yeah. You like those wood chips, buddy? Yeah. Show everybody how pretty you are. Yes, I'm a handsome boy. I'm handsome. Yeah.
We're making a mess already in here. Nice wood chips to root around in? What do you think?
Look at these chickens. They're like, we want some of that. You guys, you're out. You can eat as much of that as you want on the ground, you weirdos. You better get it. The chickens will try to get it. Yeah. Good boy. Chickens. These chickens are rude, Porcini. There we go. How about that? Now they can't reach it. Yeah. Oh, that's a good boy. Scratch your ears. That's a good boy. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Yeah, scratch, scratch, scratch. Look at, there's a chicken back there. What are you doing, dude? It's the chicken runway. All right. Weirdos.
All right, let's give these chickens a little bit of this too.
That shredded paper has really helped them stay dry during the mud season here.
It has. It's not the best, you know, bedding, but it does work.
Yes.
It's $3.99.
$3.99, better than nothing. So that was good. Better than $20 a bag.
That's right.
Wood shavings.
And think about it, all that shredded paper that was just going to go in the garbage is going to end up getting turned into compost.
Yep, that's awesome.
You know?
Well, Mr. Reeve has been working really hard to try to keep the pigs in their pens. You can see he put all those logs along the bottom, and then they got out. So then he put a log along the bottom on the inside here of the lady goat's pen, who have now been rescued. And pigs are nowhere to be found. Well, they couldn't have gone very far. Pig, pig, pig! Hansel! Cooper! Who's in your house? So, the pigs escaped from their pen, somehow got into the boys' pen.
Today we are moving the pigs. So we moved these pigs into the garden for the winter because that way we can keep all of the manure and fertility right here in the garden and not have to move it over here with the tractor or anything like that. But what I didn't think about was the topography. On the east side of this garden is our orchard, which is a little bit higher. And here where I'm standing on the west side of this garden, it's also a little bit higher. Our kitchen garden is probably about 3 feet or so higher than the main garden, which means that as all of our snow melted, it flowed right into the garden and created a mucky, muddy, nasty lake. Now, pigs generally like mud, but when you have Kune pigs with short little legs and mud that is deeper than their legs are long, they are not very impressed. But we are well into spring here. It's been nice and warm. The snow is finally starting to melt. So we are going to take a look at their old pen that they came from, which is on the west side of the house, to see if enough snow is melted and to see what shape the fence is in. See if we can just move those girls right back over there, get them out of all this slop and onto somewhere where they'll be a little bit more happy. So let's go take a look and see what we're working with. Now, if you all have watched a bunch of our videos, you might have noticed that behind our house to the east, there's a large marshy area that has a little creek running through it and all kinds of trails and stuff down there. Well, in between the cabin, which is behind me, and that marsh, which is in front of me, there's a hill where I've had the pigs working through the woods to sort of root up the stuff and take all the undergrowth and whatnot out of it so that later on we can throw some clover seed out in there and just open it up so that from our sliding glass door up here, once we put a deck, we'll have a nice view overlooking the swamp and the creek. So I'm down here. Let's take a look and see what kind of shape this fence is in. We have 2-strand electric run around here. The girls are already trained to electric, but it's been here all winter. I don't know if any trees have fallen over it or what kind of shape it's in. So let's take a look. So this pen still has a bit of snow over in here, down in here, and here at the bottom. But mud-wise, it's a lot drier than that garden. I have my solar fence energizer here hooked up. It looks like most of my fence wire, you can see I've got double poly wire run around the perimeter. Still looks like it's in reasonable shape. Now on the other side of these pallets, this is the training pen that they were in when we were training them to the electric. But on the far side of that, there's trees and whatnot. Those trees are down over the fence, and so everything has been pretty crushed. But let's see what kind of shape this pen here is in. Now when you're checking these pens for this kind of stuff, you just want to look for anything that's going across the wires and might ground it out. Looks like there's a few branches, but so far it looks pretty good. This plywood covered pallet is actually the front porch for their hut. There's a nice big pig hut right here. At some point they apparently flipped it all the way down here. Well, let's get it put back in place. fence seems to check out. The mud's not too bad. Let's see if we can coax a couple of pigs to come on down here where the mud's not quite so bad. Yeah, I got your attention, huh, girls? I know. Look it. Look what I got. She's like, I caught you. You're supposed to feed me now. Good girl. Remember this place, girls? Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Come on, Ginger. You can do it. Look at your big house. Remember your big house? Well, that went way easier than getting them into the garden last fall. I'll tell you that. Let's get this gate put up and get this fence energized. Now they got way more room in this pen than they did in the garden. Look how happy they are.
Well, we thought for sure once we got the pigs over here, we'd be done with our series of the Pens of Chaos, but I got one more coming up for you guys. A bonus episode, just a mini one. The Great Goat Escape and Porcini Takes a Walkabout. Thanks for watching, guys.